Fuck it, Miami. Let's hear your red flags.
So today we're taking a look at a situation involving a comedy routine artist, one who usually performs on stage. He goes by the name of Matt Rife, and right now people are pretty mad at him, and I believe it is because he made a pretty dumb decision, in my opinion. So Matt Rife first grew to notoriety and successfulness based on these TikTok clips of his stand-up where he did crowd work, and that's what went viral and really took him off. And now he has a Netflix show, which is gonna be like really cool. I mean, imagine going from, apparently this guy was like a nobody, although he was on Wild and Out for a few years. Apparently his dad had MTV ties, threw his ass on Wild and Out, and on Wild and Out, Matt Rife had a pretty interesting history of being the token white guy and doing token white guy humor. So a lot of people on my side of the fence, you know, the African-American crowd, they really took a liking to him, and that was his first big audience. During his time on Wild and Out, though, I will say there was a questionable moment I saw where he, like, groped Zendaya's face with his hand. But Wild and Out, that was a big deal for Matt Rife. That was his big, you know, hands in the bowl, grabbing that America, and that was, like, how I guess he first made his name on the wavelength of time. I think that it should be worth noting, though, that this whole Matt Rife situation, this whole Matt Rife guy, obviously became very much more so known for the stand-up, and he did start that off before Wild and Out when he was a kid. I mean, there's these videos of him being like 8 years old on the stage, and he's like, guys, what's the load with America right now? And then everyone in the audience is like, oh my god, this guy is making me giggle and wiggle my toes. So a bunch of women became like huge fans of this guy because he's hot, and he, you know, does the thing where he like pretends to unbuckle his pants and pull out his penile. People love that stuff, right? That became huge. I mean, literally the other day I was watching his comedy special on YouTube, and it was called Red Flags or something like that, and the intro was so crazy. Bro, it starts off and it's something out of a Star Wars film, dude. Do you hear the background audio? Are we on a different planet? Are we on Tatooine? Where are we right now?
Every single TikTok comment is requesting me to do more red flag crowd work. Don't get me wrong, I love doing crowd work. It's one of my favorite parts of the show. I get to interact with the audience, get to know them a little bit.
Yo, what's up with the music in the background, dude? Let's just... Bro, like, okay, at first I was trying to be like innocent, like, oh, it's Star Wars. Let's be real, dude. Do you hear that? The little like, yeah, is that what it?
Do a whole show improvised about red flags and then retire the bit.
And never do it again.
It's like a red flag special.
Yeah.
Fuck it, Miami. Let's hear your red flags.
Like, oh man, just like the stigma with Matt Rife and the women and the lust, and it's like a part of his content. Like, there's so many portions in this special where he just pretends like he's pulling out his cock. Like, I don't understand how a man, and there's a lot of men in the audience, bro. There's a lot of men. Obviously, it's more women, but during this thing, I watched the entire thing, bro. He'll go pretend like he's pulling out his cock, and then the camera will pan over to a man. And it's just like him laughing. It's like, bro, I would feel a little bit uncomfortable being a penile haver in a Matt Rife special, bro. But don't worry, I shouldn't worry, because recently, and how this entire controversy sort of came to be, was because Matt Rife doesn't like women being his fans. Run it.
Women 100% are who pushed me to be where I'm at right now. Like, they gave me all the momentum on social media. I could never repay that. But in doing that, because a certain amount of girls were supporting me, guys instinctually just went against it.
Yeah.
Like, instinctually. If my girlfriend was obsessed with another guy, I would be like, F this dude.
Yeah.
Up until like April of this year, it was like 90% women coming to these shows, which weren't always for the right reasons. And they got there, and maybe they didn't like my comedy, and they go, well, maybe I wasn't a fan for the right reason, which is fine. I appreciate the immediate support, but like, I'm a comedian more than anything else. So like, I'm gonna do the comedy I want to do. I'm not gonna pander to what girls want me to do with the fucking belt thing that went viral for no reason. So they bring their boyfriends or husbands who are always reluctant because they and probably bought the tickets.
Right.
They didn't want to be there. And then like 20 minutes into the show, they realized like my comedy is so much more for guys than it is girls. It's so funny.
You see
to
their
me.
shoulders like start to relax, like
Oh,
their
yeah.
arms, like
Yeah.
they're drinking their drink more.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
another drink.
My live shows, to me, I've always gone for the tone of like, I just wanted to feel like a hangout with the boys.
Right.
Like, you're gonna say some ridiculous shit from time to time, but I wanted to just feel like a hangout.
Yeah.
Like, it breaks my heart that so many guys just won't give me a chance, because I'm like, dude, we could be best friends. Dude. You just never know.
So this podcast came out around the time of his Netflix special coming out, and this is where all the controversy really begins. So now in the intro, the very first like joke Matt Rife put into his Netflix special, I don't think I can show it here due to copyright reasons, but it was essentially a joke about, oh, if she cooked that shit good, she wouldn't have a black eye. Obviously talking about like domestic violence or whatever. Can I even say that? DV. Now, my position here regarding the joke was that I didn't really find it funny, not because I'm like offended or anything, but I just thought it wasn't that good of a joke. I thought the delivery wasn't that good. I thought that it could have maybe came out better or something like that. It just seemed like shock factor for shock factor, which, you know, I'm not really a huge fan of anymore. You know, I've progressed in my humor academy, right? You don't make me laugh, dude, you're a piece of shit. Obviously, I'm joking. It just wasn't for me, right? But a lot of people are turning this Matt Rife thing, like this joke, and they're using it as like, oh yeah, this guy, don't support him anymore, man. He hates women. He despises women. And I will say, during the special, a lot of like anti-women jokes were made, which is just so incredibly stupid, because it's like, why would you not want to pander to women? Why would you not want to pander to women by doing the belt thing? If I'm Matt Rife and the belt thing's working out and I have a bunch of women following me, I'm gonna keep doing that, because the thing about having a female audience, bro, is they pay you a lot of money. They buy your shit. They will buy your shit. Now, does that mean I'm gonna turn this channel into Matt Rife and start doing stand-up? No, dude, I'm not gonna do that, because I don't want to do that. But my point is, if I'm in Matt Rife's position, if I'm doing stand-up, that's my passion, and I gain a bunch of women, like, is it like a pride thing? Is this guy dumb? I don't know. Because it's like, bro, if it's working, why would you not just keep doing it till it stops working? And maybe that's like his fear. Maybe he thinks that if he dives too deep into pandering to the women, then there'll be no chance for the men. Maybe he's trying to get in early. I don't know. Some people are trying to turn this into a like, oh, he's gonna become super political. It's like, I don't know about that shit, dude. I think he's just gonna make jokes. But the one major thing Matt Rife did wrong here, I'm not like gonna, you know, moralize over the joke, because I think humor is subjective, and I also believe that jokes shouldn't be policed, because it's just like kind of a terrible precedent. Also, it's like, I'm pretty sure that was his one and only joke he's ever made about violence and or DV. Man, I'm gonna have to censor all this. I hate censoring the videos, man. It's so tedious, and it's my fault. I'm cutting this on a bit short. I'm cutting it loose. Yeah.